So what is Imagineering?
Imagineers are storytellers.
Key to the heart of what makes us who we are is the storytelling.
Walt Disney Imagineering kind of tells a tale.
Walt started with the notion that it's all about storytelling.
I didn't know what this place was when I started here.
An immense amount of talented, creative people who take storytelling and make it 3D.
I still can't believe I'm doing it sometimes, and other times, I don't know what to think.
Imagination and engineering. How do you combine the two?
Because it combines, imagination with engineering.
So I think to be Imagineers, that you got to possess both side of the equation.
I'm very proud to be an Imagineer.
And I think Imagineers are fearless people because they're willing to take a chance.
One of the most frustrating questions someone can ask you is, what's your typical day? There is no typical day. It's impossible to say that.
When I was in school, really struggling to figure out what I was going to do, and was I going to be a landscaper? Was I going to be an architect? Was I going to be a set designer for Broadway or theater or something? All those were pie-in-the-sky things, and none of it really made any sense because they always seemed rigid when I got down to it. And the more I explored this place called WED, or Imagineering here, Walt Disney Imagineering, I realized here is a place where you can do anything.
How many Imagineers are there, really? There's very few.
As Imagineers, one of our jobs is to be illusionists and magicians.
We provide escape for our guests.
The ability of so many people coming together to make this great, immersive story.
It's a big responsibility, and it's a lot of fun at the same time.
I like to say there's two ways to look at a blank piece of paper. One way is it's the most frightening thing in the world because you have to make the first mark on it. And the other way is to see it as the greatest opportunity in the world because you get to make the first mark on it.
Being an Imagineer is sort of coming to work and playing every day.
I'm always being asked by young people, how do you become an Imagineer? And we see a lot of beautifully done portfolios with great art or great writing or great scientific knowledge. But what I tell people is try to find a way in which you distinguish yourself as different or unique, something that makes yours stand out.
Who knows about the future? The future is a moving target. And the beautiful thing is, it's like that line I wrote that Walt liked so much about Imagineering being the blending of creative imagination with technical know-how. And the exciting thing is that the technical know-how keeps getting better. We have more tools, more exciting tools, and we get to use our imagination and how those tools become attractions in our parks. And I think that's a great opportunity. And so how that's going to translate in the future, who knows? But the beautiful thing is the same principles that started this at Disneyland and have been transmitted now to 10 other parks around the world. They work and people respond to them. And I hope we never forget what those are. And right at the top for me is risk-taking, taking a chance.
Being an Imagineer is a fun ride.